Hello everybody, this is Open World Addict here, and today I would like to take you through some of my mod collections for Civilization 5 that I put together on the Steam Workshop. And each video we're going to focus on just one mod collection to keep the videos as short as possible, but I will be going over most of them. And a lot of these mods you may have seen in the games, Civ 5 games that I played. Anyway, so the first one I want to show you is the user interface mod. User interface improvements for Brave New World. I wrote that this collection is to add things to the user interface or change things to make it more useful, like more info on the city screen, more info on the culture screen, more icons, filters for the map, etc. It also enhances parts of the interface to make it more pleasing. So, here are the mods I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mods. So first we have is all promotion description tooltip. This is by Glee Stiel, and it shows all promotion descriptions and effects of units. The effect of units have earned in the tooltip. It groups some promotions with level 1, 2, and 3 and displays current fortification bonus of units if greater than 0. To display tooltip, just move the mouse over the unit icon and panel on bottom left when you have the selected unit. It doesn't have great English, there's some typos here. But it's a very useful mod. The second mod is City Limits. Now, this is one I cannot play without. It is just so useful in, you can see some of the images. So useful in planning where you're going to build your cities, knowing how far your cities are going to go, and how you plan new cities in case you want. Okay, well, I may want some border overlap. Maybe I don't want any border overlap. I just want them to touch or something. I'll just show you where your borders are going to be. It's so useful. And so basically, this mod will show the city limits when opening the city view or clicking a unit that can found cities. It will also show you overlapping sections. Again, so useful. Next is Antiquity Site Icons Filter, and this requires Brave New World. And this adds option to hide resource icons other than antiquity sites to make them easier to locate. Okay. City-state leaders from Brave New World. It just adds different flags to the city-states, so that each city-state is more unique. Dynamic cultural overview. A new implementation of the culture overview pop-up that allows buildings added by mods or DLC. So that is great. Alright. Next we have extended Civilpedia entries for Brave New World. And I think this is self-explanatory. It just adds new entries to the Civilpedia. And he goes, I'm not going to read through all this, he goes through a list of things he did. And I believe this works with other mods that adds new things to the game, so that very useful. This is another one that is useful. It basically tells you, if you can look at this picture here, it tells you that if you're winning or losing a wonder race. When you're building a wonder, it'll tell you that, oops, I just closed out of it. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. Okay. So yeah. A notice is sent when you are competing with the AI for a wonder. The notice will either say you are winning or losing the wonder race. And the tooltip for notification will tell you which wonder. The notification is sent out every time the race status changes. And so if you're like losing a wonder race and you think that there's no way you're gonna make it, you can actually know ahead of time and change production so you don't waste production on the lost wonder that you weren't able to build because it was already built by someone else while you were building, in the process of building it. And so I think it's a very useful mod. Extended extended resource display. So this provides a tooltip on the top of the screen that when you mouse over your resources, it'll basically show you everything you need to know about the resources that are available. This mod makes the quantities and trade turn times of luxury and strategic resources clearer by packaging them all in a single handy tooltip. Okay, then we have end of turns, and this is a great mod. There are more images because it doesn't show. Basically, there's a bar on the top of the screen, and it'll list all the other civilizations on that bar, and you can actually this showing your tooltip that when you hover over one of the civilizations you know, it'll show you information about that civilization, which is very useful. And it'll get rid of this thing on the bottom showing you the progress of the movement of the civilizations. It'll all be shown on that bar, and that bar will fill up as other civilizations take their turns, and when it's full, it'll be your turn again. And it just simplifies things. It adds a progress bar of civ icons during and turn processing, as well as providing some tooltips info and the ability to chat with to any leader you have not met. The tooltip gives an indication on things like military, potential deals, specialism, land area improvements, etc. Great mod. And so next mod is bottom panel info. Show you some things that it has. And information underneath the top panel for quick tooltip style reference, plus additional info screens. So clock, turn process, display icon, relative and turn progression, deal icon, list number of possible deals, potential luxuries, potential strategic and unimproved city tiles, prestige, influence relations, prestige general indicator, tooltip includes breakdown for current terms, influence indicates the number of the civilization and city-states and records met. Tooltip shows altitude as well as level of city influence, with city-states and their allies, our highest influence level. Colors change depending on friends or ally status. Previous icon indicates altitude, so that's altitude, not altitude. Attitude or bonus type when player is ally. War shows military strength, units, involvement, relative military strength. Rank, military strength against other says that have been met, including relative strength percentage, not first. Tooltip denotes comparison to all saves that have been met. And so it just gives you a lot more information. And finally we have this top panel changes mod. Improves info and functionality of the top panel. Science, name and research technology, plus the number of science points granted, the number of turns left for it to be discovered, and the number of science points gained per turn. It will be read if it is affected by gold loss. Gold, total amount of gold plus amount of gold gained per turn, or amount of gold lost per turn. So it just changes a lot of things. And again, also affecting the top panel. So there's one mod in this that I couldn't put in this list, in this mod collection, because it's not available on the Steam Workshop. It's called Improved City Banner Mod. It's on a website called Pick and Mix Mods, and he has actually a lot of useful user interface mods. And I will put a link to that site in the description box of this video. So this has been an overview of my user interface improvements from Brave New World mod collection, and I will be doing another one of these soon for my other mod collections for Civilization 5 Brave New World. Thanks for watching, and I hope you can enjoy the use of the mod collection.